Okay, so the votes are in, and the tank that we will be using for our sea monkeys is aqua light green. And I have completely washed it out, so it's all nice and clean. And I even took apart the aqua light, and it's working. I put new batteries in it, and it does seem to actually still work, so we're good there. What I'm going to be showing you today is sort of the unboxing of our sea monkeys, as well as the first step, which is one of the least dramatic steps possible, water purification. To make sea monkeys healthy and all that sort of good stuff, you don't want to use tap water. Not even if you're adding dechlorinator like you can use for fish tanks. That's still not good sea monkey water. So I've just got some natural spring water that I'll be using. That's the best as long as it hasn't gone through any sort of weird processing or anything like that. Boring spring water or distilled water is best. And then you start mixing in stuff from your Instant Life Sea Monkey kit. So I'll open this up with you and don't want everything to fall over all over the place. You do get a little tiny spoon, and it's not this end that you use as a spoon, it's this end. There's a little scoop there for sea monkey food, because they're basically eating algae, that's it. And inside the kit, you get 3 pouches. First one is the one that we'll be using today, and wow, made in the USA. I'm so glad that they're bragging about that. It is the Sea Monkey Water Purifier. Basically, the main thing that this is salt, because these are brine shrimp. They live in salt water, so this is salt, but it also apparently has some sort of chemical stabilizers in it that are going to be good for sea monkeys. So we're going to mix that in today with the water, and then we have to actually let it sit for 24 hours. At least that's the advice. And I know that my brother and I, when we used to hatch sea monkeys and we would try to rush it and just put that in and then the sea monkey eggs, they never did as well. So we're going to let it sit for the day. Then we will tomorrow go on to the second pouch, the instant live eggs. Again, it's just like powder, right? Because these are dried out eggs. They're basically in a dormant state right now. So we'll take care of those tomorrow. And what I figured would be easiest, instead of doing a YouTube live stream, I'm just going to make a Microsoft Teams join that you can click on, and you'll be able to see live video that way, and you'll be able to even potentially interact with me a little bit if there's anybody that has any questions. And then there's the third packet, which is growth food. And this is basically the algae. And we're not even going to have to feed them for the first few days, because in the first packs you put in, there's enough food available to keep them alive for the first little while. Now, inside this sea monkey package, you do get fantastic instructions with some history of sea monkeys. Now, this is where I feel a little bit sad, because when I was a kid, and you basically always, well, not always, but quite often got the sea monkeys as the tank with everything stuffed inside. They used to give a rather actually large booklet, which I've got a copy of sitting around here somewhere that I've kept. But it was neat because it told you all of these amazing details about sea monkeys that made them seem quite magical. One thing that is kind of always special about sea monkeys, though, is that they do come with a warranty. So if your sea monkeys do not hatch, what you get to do is mail this in, and they will send you another packet of the sea monkey eggs for only $5 shipping and handling. So yeah, it's not exactly the greatest warranty when you have to pay that much to get them to send you the new ones, but whatever. So today we're going to be doing the first step on here, which is adding the water and then stirring it up and waiting 24 hours with the first pouch. So I have this, and I'll tell you what, let me pause this for a second and I'll readjust the camera. So now you got a better view of the sea monkey tank. I should also mention that you always want to have a straw for sea monkeys, not because you're going to drink them, that would be just wrong, but you use a straw to stir them, because as you stir, it draws air down through the straw and it bubbles the air because you do need your sea monkeys to be oxygenated. And so each day, it's one thing that is actually really important to having successful sea monkeys, is you want to stir the sea monkeys even after they're hatched about once a day to oxygenate the water, which seems cruel to these little sea monkeys to have them spinning around in their tank. But I assure you that in the wild, when they're subjected to ocean currents and stuff, the little bit of stirring that I'm giving them here is going to be inconsequential. Okay, so I want to get it. Actually, I'm going to use a little bit more water because I'm going to have to top off the water every few days anyways. But you want it to be just past where that bubble is. That's kind of the fill point for this. So, shake a so I try not to spill much of this. And carefully opening it so I try not to spill any of it. Inside, it basically looks like salt. Honestly, that's really what this looks like. And packet number 1, water purifier, is in. Now, stir it for about a minute. Now, another thing that they talk about is that warmer temperatures are better for this because sea monkeys, naturally, if they were in oceans and everything like that, the temperature would be quite regulated. Like it wouldn't vary too much for where they are going to be. So tomorrow, when we do the live hatching, you're not going to instantly see giant sea monkeys swimming around. In fact, when they first hatch, they are like the size of little bits of dust in the air. You actually have to really be able to look closely and know exactly what you're looking for. And basically, you stir the water one direction and you'll always see sea monkeys swim against a current. So what you see is these little dots going jiggling around. Probably, no matter how high res I would possibly put this for you, you're not going to see anything tomorrow. I might not even see anything tomorrow. But my hope is that sometime within about the first 3 or 4 days, because they do grow very quickly, they molt and they grow quite fast, that then you'll be able to actually visually see them. And it's usually within about a week or two that they are blindingly easy to see. They are very noticeably these little critters swimming around like crazy inside here. So I think that is enough stirring. I'm going to have to find a place to put the straw so that I don't lose it or drink it with it or anything gross like that. But basically, that is all there is to the water purification. So my plan is that we'll wait until tomorrow to do step 2, the live egg hatching, and I'll put a join code on Google Classroom for you so that you can come and watch it if you want to. I was thinking we would do it around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That way you can still be sleeping in if you want to and everything. But 1 p.m., that's when we'll do the hatching. Like I said, we're not going to see giant things jumping out of the tank or anything like that, but you'll be there for the birth date of our sea monkeys. So hope to see you then. Bye-bye.